cloudy sort of a day. Maybe we're going to have a few rain showers, but I thought I'd do a little video clip on the square foot garden. On the way out to the garden, I've stopped to take some footage of this daffodil. No idea what the variety is, but it's one of the places that it seems to enjoy growing. The clump just keeps getting bigger every year. A red flowering horse chestnut tree is all leaved out, and if you get up really close you can see some of the candles. The blossoms are starting to come out. It's a beautiful thing when it blooms, sort of a deep pink or red flowers. For some reason it doesn't produce very many chestnuts. None last year and just a few the year before. If it needs something else to cross-pollinate with, or what the problem is. But there are chestnut trees in the neighborhood, but they're quite far away from this, so that might be its problem. I guess I've said before that I don't have much luck with the commercial variety of tulips. Whatever this little clump is, though, has been coming back for, I don't know, probably 10 years or more. It doesn't seem to multiply or anything, but it comes back and blooms for me every year, whereas the other ones have long died out. And the drumstick primula, or the Primula denticulata Rubin, is just about at its peak, I guess. Very nice this year. In the square foot garden, the peas are starting to come up. I don't suppose it will show on the video, but there's a little bit of green coming through the soil there. They've been planted, I think, for, I don't know, over a week, 10 days probably, and they've started to come up yesterday. Japanese Kyria japonica, is just starting to bloom with only one or two of the buds that are fully open. This is just a branch that's down close to the ground, but it's quite a large shrub, 6 feet tall or so. When it's in full bloom, it's really lovely. It has thousands of these double yellow blossoms on it. Thousands might be a bit of an exaggeration. Hundreds, anyway. Well, it's May 3rd, which puts us about 3 weeks away from the official last frost date for this area, so I've decided it's time to plant my squash, pumpkins, and cucumber seeds in the light garden. The first ones that I'm planting here is from a package that I got from the Yahoo Internet group on heirloom vegetables. The group has a woman who collects seeds from people who send them to her and distributes them to members of the group for a small donation to cover the cost of postage or whatever. So I couldn't resist a package that's called Fun with Winter Squash. It's just a mixture of all the different kinds of winter squash seeds. So it'll be a surprise when it comes up. I won't know what to expect until I see them starting to develop. I did add some Blue Hubbard squash and a variety that I grew last year called Early Elite to the mixture, so that will be there as well. I just prepared these cells a short time ago, and these trays are, I guess the cells are roughly 2 inches square. The ones that I used earlier for the smaller crops were only 1 inch square. Altogether there were 37 squash seeds I have planted in the flats here. I guess I should mention that technically these aren't going in the square foot garden. I have a large bed that doesn't really lend itself to square foot gardening. It's a raised bed, but it's 13 feet by 7 feet, so that's a little large for square foot gardening. I've raised a lot of different kinds of vegetables in it over the years, but this year I plan to plant it full of squash and pumpkins. Well, that's today's planting finished. If you have a look at the blog, I'll have a list of the names of the different varieties. Now, just before I close off, another little peek up at the first tier here. See how things are developing. Everything's still growing nicely.